Angela here, and today's topic is creating what you want for your life and creating in general. Creativity is so powerful. It takes so much creativity to create what you want in your life. And I want to share my take on this, which is creating from a place of honoring everything that you desire, your dreams, everything, and coming from a place of just fun and excitement rather than I should, I need to, they said to, this is how it has to be done, and there's only one way. So for me, if you're anything like me, I am such a multi-passionate person. I have a million ideas going on at all times. I have to carry a notepad around to track all of the things that I love to do and ideas that I have so that I don't forget any, because I know I don't have time to do them all and start all these projects. And I really don't want to have a million unfinished projects going at the same time. So I really try and write down as much things as I can that comes to me. And the way that I honor my ideas are by respecting my intuition and acting on what feels right for me today. Like, what idea do I really want to work on instead of sitting down at the computer and just plunking away at something I know I should do, or the guru said that I have to do it this way? Rather, if I sat down and really focused on what thing I wanted to work on that I've been completely drawn to, and I'm really excited about it, and what it would happen if I actually, every time I had those intuitions, started doing the thing until completion. Wouldn't it be amazing what you could create? So do you want to get deep into that flow with me? Because I do. And I bet if you think about a time when you're in a really deep creative flow, that feeling that you get where you're so into it, you can't wait to work on it. You want to jump out of bed in the morning and focus on the thing that is exciting you and you're passionate about, and you just want to work on it. It's all you can think about. That is the flow state that I'm talking about getting back into. And today I'm talking all about inspired creativity, that you are allowed to do or work on more than one project at a time. Do you ever have the feeling that you're completely overwhelmed when you think about all the things that you want to create? Because I know I do. When I look at that list of all the things I want to create, and I really tune into the one thing that really excites me, I know the one thing that I need to focus on. And there's always that part, but I should be doing that instead. I shouldn't be working on that one because that one's just for fun. But you never know where that project of just for fun thing could actually take you, because that's where we all have gotten to the place where we are today by following what those things that whatever we've done up to this time and place and minute of this day, we have got here because we've done certain things in our life, whether they're good or bad, or they happened, or they didn't mean to happen, or you went along with it, or you purposely planned it. They created this place that you are at right now. And so who would know where we could get to if we followed all these intuitional kind of thoughts that tell us what we should be working on right now? Following your gut. Well, everyone always asks me all the time, like, how do you create so many things and how do you have so many interests and ideas and get anything done? And all I basically do is create from a place of excitement. And I try to create until I'm finished what exciting idea I've had. Not all the time am I finishing these things. I know, of course, I'm human and I have a lot of unfinished projects, but I try to bring that idea or thing to fruition that comes to me. And I just sit down and I like I just think of all the things that spark excitement. Like I'll be doing something, or I'll be out in town and I see something, or I read something, or I watch something that just sparks some amazing idea. And that's where I get my flow state from. I don't just sit down and plunk down on the computer and go, oh, what should I be doing today? Well, that's a lie. Some days I do that, but then I try and focus on really excites me and start with that project first. Um, Otherwise, I just feel completely bogged down by tasks, which is what it feels like. It does. It feels like it sucks all the creativity out of the thing, and it turns into a task or a chore, and then it becomes that yucky feeling, and it's just not the same as something coming from an idea, coming from that place of your gut where you're just so excited to do it. And all the gurus will tell you that you should do it that way. And they will tell you, anyone who's like big online will, or if you watch lots of YouTube videos, you'll see you have to do it this way. This is how productivity should be. You got to do it that way. Oh, and you should only focus on one thing, and you should be known for one thing, which I don't agree with that either. I find that multi-passionate people like us, we can't focus on one thing. We were made to create more than just one type of thing. We weren't built to only do one thing. I know that I would be, so many of my creative passions would be suffering if I just focused on one thing, and one thing that I like, because I like just, I can think of so many amazing things that I want to do and work on that are completely opposite of each other. I think it's kind of bland, and I don't want to feel that generic kind of life. I want to have a life where creativity is at the forefront, and I'm following what I really feel I'm desired to do. I don't want to be I don't want to have all that drive and productivity kind of sucking the life out of whatever project that I want to start. And like, for instance, I put on these, every 2 weeks, I do a free journaling session with women in midlife who are suffering from different things in life, perhaps stress, anxiety, chronic illness, um, in the middle of a breakdown, just going through hard life transitions. And we do that every 2 weeks. And I would never have started those sessions had I not focused on what I really desired to do and what I really wanted to do. It just popped in my mind one day and I started to do it. And now we have a group of women that we have been going for over 2 years, and some of the faces are still the same. It is amazing. It is so neat to see, when you follow your gut, what you can create. Also, I wouldn't have started painting again. I could have told myself that I should be focusing on only business building tasks and blah, 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 right? But I have so many passions. I want to incorporate that into my life and my business. So, what have you been wanting to create that you've been telling yourself, I'll do that when, after I complete blank, or I will do that after I finish all of this other things that I started, or I will do that when I do such and such a task. And maybe you'll never get to that place because you won't actually finish those other ones because they weren't as appealing and exciting and fun to you. And so this really great idea that came to you will never even come to fruition. All I know is that when I do things, I really try and focus on what makes me happy, because I used to be the person that banged my head on the computer or said, I will do all this fun stuff after I finish cleaning the house and doing the dishes and folding all the laundry. Then I'll go have fun. Then I've earned it, that kind of earning mentality. And so maybe something's been on your mind for years. Maybe there's something, if you go back to your childhood and you look at what you always wanted to be when you grew up, things like that. What has been on your mind that you've been pushing to the side for years? Or what has been fresh and new that's just come to you recently that excites you? because all you have to do is truly decide that you want it and you can make it happen. You just have to decide that you're going to do it. Just tune into your desires and focus on that. And you don't have to go and do all this checking and asking other people if you can do that or if that's okay for you to do, or because so many times we do things that are other people's ideas for us, or we get a job that somebody else thinks we should have, or we go to school to be something that somebody else wants us to be. And we don't actually take that step out of the box and be like, wouldn't it be amazing if I could do this? And then do it. I want to approach things with excitement and fun because it's just so much more powerful than just doing one thing. And maybe for you, there's one powerful thing that excites you a lot, and that is good for you. But if you're multi-passionate like me, I just can't settle for one thing. It's too much. Just the thought of it is terribly confining and puts me into this box of that I can't kind of escape from. So my business now reflects all the things I love, not just one focus. I share my health journey, my creative journey, my family life, my counseling business, and so on and so forth. So maybe for you, you've been wanting to work on a project, or there's a place you wanted to go visit in the world, or a course you wanted to take, or you wanted to go back to school to become something, or a job you really wanted to do just for fun. Or maybe it's a hobby or volunteering or something that you really wanted to do. Or maybe it's something physical that you wanted to get back into, sewing or creating or painting or journaling, or there's just so many things. And I think that this is your time to really honor yourself. As we get older in life, it's so important to look at everything we've done and how much we've done because other people have wanted us to do it. And it's time to make that time for yourself to do the things you love. Go on the trips that you want to take, visit the places you want to go to school and get the diploma that you've always wanted, or go volunteer your time for some place that has been on your heart your whole life. Or maybe it's making pottery or physical things, whatever that is for you. I'm excited for you already because I know that you don't deserve to be kept in a box, and it's too constricting when you're have so many ideas. So I just want to share a tip with you. I have two journals. I have one journal that I use for journaling every day and kind of like writing in, like free writing and sitting down and doing journal prompts with and things like that. And then I have another journal that's more like a notebook kind of size that fits in my purse. I take everywhere. I use that journal to, I jot down my grocery list. I brain dump everything in my head every day. I make myself notes and appointments. I use that, and it's just a scattered, scribbled, doodled mess. But I use that to kind of keep my brain right so I can use my other journal for kind of the free creative writing and self-reflection that I want to do. So it's not all jumbled together, because at first I used to have it all in different journals all jumbled up, and it was really hard when you want to go back and read stuff. But now that I have this new technique of just writing down in this book that I have everything I want to do, ideas that come to me, like I said, appointments, whatever it is. I even write my list for traveling items and when I get there, and codes for Airbnbs or whatever it is. I even jot down business stuff like what I'm going to do today, or what I want to work on, or what I need to get done, and what fun things I'm doing. All those kinds of things I put in there. It's really powerful. I love it. So that's just one tip on how you can separate those two things, but still keep all of your notes and track all your ideas and things. So I just wanted to share with you a few journal prompts, as I usually do at the end of these, and give you some things to reflect on. Number one, what did you want to be as a child when you grew up? And feel free to pause these and write them down and come back to them and fill them in your journal after. Number two, have I been giving in to my desires or pushing them away? Number three, What internal desires want to escape? What trip do I want to take? What book do I want to write? What job do I want to do? What creative project do I want to begin? Number 4, what simple pleasure have you not allowed yourself to be enjoyable until you completed blank, whatever that is, or earned it? Number 5, what can you do for yourself right now that sparks creative joy? Number 6, when are you going to do this? Number 7, if you were to look at that version of yourself that was doing more of the thing that you really want to do or you really want to create, what would she look like? How would she feel? What would she be doing? What choices would she be making? Would she be putting herself first? What would she be wearing? All of those things. You can just visualize who you are when you're doing the things that you love. So I hope that this encourages you to tap into those things that you've been dreaming of and always wanting to do, but have been putting to the side. Or next time an amazing idea comes to you through your intuition, you say, yes, I'm going to totally work on that. I'm going to do that. And complete that, follow that through. Anyway, I'd love to know how that works for you. Please feel free to leave me a comment. And I hope you've had some creative spark. And I will talk to you later, friends. Bye for now. See you next time.